Hey there, everybody. Welcome to a new Blacklist Season 9 discussion. We are here every Thursday talking about the show leading up to the premiere, which is now a couple of weeks away. Guys, we have almost made it.
Yep, we're almost there, and more information is starting to come out. And so, yeah, we are here every Thursday. But if other information happens to drop, like, I don't know, maybe a promo, maybe hopefully tomorrow or Monday or something like that,
Yeah.
we will be here as soon as that drops. We're not going to wait until Thursday.
What, by the way, what gives NBC? Like, you guys know people want to see a promo. We're not that far away. You've been filming for a little while. Just give us, like, I don't know, 5 seconds of Reddington space. Like, at least give us something.
Okay, so we have a couple of big topics that we are going to be talking about here today. One is about season 8 being released on Netflix. We're also going to be talking about the premiere title.
Yep.
And a little bit more of the synopsis that we got confirmed today.
All right, but before we go into any of that, hit that subscribe button because, like we said, every Thursday and beyond, things are going to get crazy. We will be talking all about this show, sharing theories, thoughts. We're also covering American Horror Story. We have Succession coming up, Yellowstone, Dexter. There is a lot happening here at the channel.
We're also going to be covering You over on Netflix, which we haven't covered here at the channel before, but it's such a good show. And if you love mystery, you'll probably love that too. And also follow us over on Instagram, which is Matt and Jess TV, because Matt's birthday is coming up and we're going to be celebrating it this weekend with pirate cake and pirate plates. And I know that he's 35, but that we're doing a pirate themed birthday this year. And I'm going to have tons of pictures of my attempt at this ocean pirate themed cake. So follow us on Instagram, Matt and Jess TV, and you can check that out.
I love that this pirate bit that I think we started back in Captain Kidd earlier this year is like still going. This pirate bit be never ending, mate.
No, it's not. You're going to be Captain Matt this weekend.
Give me a slice. See, okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start with the fact that Blacklist Season 8 is now on Netflix, and that was something that we've seen in the comments a lot. When is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? It is here.
Yeah, and this is always kind of an exciting time because I know there's a lot of people out there who don't either have regular television anymore or other parts of the world or whatever else. And so we always get like this fun influx of people who kind of come in at this point. And if you are watching The Blacklist on Netflix right now, welcome. Just wait until you get to the review that we did of the season 8 finale.
No. It's also very interesting that they decided that they were going to put it on 2 weeks before the premiere because they really love those binging numbers, and they've made it into a situation that you got 2 weeks to get through this if you haven't seen it yet. So they're trying to bump up those binging numbers.
Yeah, have fun watching 22 episodes
in
like
2 weeks.
Yeah, you got to watch like I don't know, an episode and a half or something. I'm trying to do like random math here on the top of my head.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, but we're glad that it's out there. It's really exciting that we're only a couple of weeks away now, especially with what we got coming up now.
Okay, so we have the premiere title. It has been confirmed by the network that it is called The Skinner, which is pretty frightening title.
Yeah. Listen, they knew that they're coming off of what is a polarizing finale. I do not believe that John Eisendrath and the writers have buried their head in the sand for the past few months. I'm sure there were conversations about, how can we get people excited? I don't know why I probably doesn't sound like that, but like, how can we get people excited about what's coming up? Let's just create a really horrifyingly named blacklister, which, we're assuming it's a blacklister anyway.
Yeah, there have been rumors and stuff posted about other titles. The reason that we are not talking about them here before you guys come to the comments and be like, here's a whole list of them. They have not been confirmed at the time of this filming by the network. And unless something is confirmed by the network, we want to just focus on what we know is absolutely true at this point.
Yeah, because remember, titles can change. Like they have changed in the past for all sorts of other different shows.
Yes.
We do not want you guys running around confused as to what is going on. And the thing with the synopsis that we're going to be talking about is that, we saw it earlier today. just sort of through Google's like side widgets, and we hadn't actually seen it in a press release yet, so we just sent this over to NBC this morning. It was like, hey, is this legit? Is this good? And they came back to us and said, yes, this is the official description for the premiere, so we can talk about this with confidence.
Yeah, we got confirmation from NBC that this is actually the synopsis.
All right, here we go. Some of this you guys already know. There's a couple interesting little tidbits at the end.
Yeah.
In the 2 years following Elizabeth Keene's death,
okay, what's happening here?
Reddington, I'm adding some embellishments.
Your announcing voice here? All right.
Reddington and the task force have disbanded, with Reddington's whereabouts unknown. But when one of their own is injured in the line of duty, they are drawn back together to bring down a global conspiracy.
Okay, so we knew already. That was good.
Thank you.
Movie Matt.
Thank you. There we go.
Matt. Okay, so we knew already that there was going to be this like 2-year time jump of after Liz's death. That isn't news to you guys. But the stuff that is getting a little more, hey, we didn't really know about this, that they're now telling us, is that one of their own is going to be injured in the line of duty. And that's not something that we had before.
So who could this be? Because I think what's going to make it so interesting here is if Reddington is off somewhere, he's pieced out on the task force, whoever ends up being her is got to be someone who he like explicitly cares a lot about. And this is no offense to Agent Park, but if Park ends up getting her, like, he hasn't been around that long. Is that really going to get Reddington out of bed and like running over to try to help the task force again? I'm just not sure.
No, and the thing that makes me the most worried then is that it's going to be like my favorite guy, Cooper, is going to be that person. He has a very deep, long relationship with Reddington. They don't always share all information, but they have a really deep respect for each other and a very deep love and caring for each other. I think that would bring Reddington out. I even think, though, that if something happened to Aram, Reddington would come out. And I think, I know things have been somewhat testy sometimes with Wrestler, but I saw the connection between them growing, especially the past couple of years. I think if something really happened to Wrestler, Red would come out.
I agree. I will say the most likely scenario, and the one that I thought of first, is unfortunately for you, given your love of Cooper, it's the one that makes the most sense, unfortunately, because Cooper and Reddington, they have such a long history that predates the show in a lot of ways. There is one other really crazy, we're 8 minutes in, we can go full crazy at this point, theory that I tried to think a lot about here, because it was saying when one of their own is injured in the line of duty.
Yes.
Does that necessarily mean it has to be someone in the task force? It kind of sounds like it based on the sentence before.
Yeah, based on the sentence before, that's what it sounds like, because if it was someone like Dembe, I mean, that's not part of the task force, but the way that it was worded, where it was kind of like the task force has been disbanded and, Red's whereabouts are unknown, but when one of their own is injured in the line of duty, I was kind of like, okay, well then it's got to be somebody who's either still working for the task force or in some way like working for FBI, but I don't know.
What if Special Agent Dembe, listen, last season there was scene where Dembe and Cooper were kind of talking and Cooper was kind of asking a little bit about listen, I don't think 2 years is enough time to train to be an FBI agent. If it was, anyone could be an FBI agent.
Also, after what happened with Liz and how Reddington is probably handling this, unless Reddington just cut Dembe out, was like, I'm just going to be in this hole by myself for the next, however long until I get over this. Dembe's not leaving him. He's not leaving his side, especially now when he's, in the darkest spot he's been, that Demi's gonna be like, hey, FBI, you guys hiring?
Listen, I said it was crazy, and I think Cooper is the much more likely scenario.
I know.
The world is a lot more fun when there are a multitude of possibilities. So if it is Aram, I love Aram. I want Aram to get a really, really good story. I think it could matter a lot to this show. He didn't really have much of anything in season 8, but it's still, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as likely.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Reddington coming out for him, but it really does feel like it's got to be someone even deeper than that. And I think that it's probably going to be Cooper.
Well, whatever happens here, I'm sure it's going to be a story that lasts a little bit longer than just the premiere because they have to set up like what the rest of the season is going to be, what it's going to
Yeah.
look like, how it'll function.
Yeah, because the last part of this synopsis is that they're going to be drawn back together to, bring down a global conspiracy. If that's the case, then that's probably the new Liz, if that makes sense. Like, sort of this, that's a huge thing. That's not going to be, or it shouldn't be, like a one and done type thing or a 2-episode arc. This feels like something like all season long, like the Cabal, that kind of thing.
Maybe whoever's behind this conspiracy can be number 2 on the blacklist because we're apparently just going to forget all about Neville Townsend at this point.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's what we know right now about the premiere. Fingers crossed we get a promo. I don't know. It would even make sense to get one tonight because it's like 2 weeks away. It's airing on Thursday nights.
Yeah, let's hope for a promo, guys. It is close.
What do you guys want to see on the Blacklist premiere? What do you think about this season 9 synopsis that we've got for this episode? Let us know in the comments. And of course, hit that subscribe button, get that like button, check out our Instagram at Matt and Jess TV, and we will see you here next time.